Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback, feedback, feedback. And take us along with you. Happy Monday to everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. My name is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research. And I have guests with me this morning. You know, I always tell you it's either feast or famine around here. Today it is a feast. I have Linda Gordon with me and Calvin Bird from Dedicated Seniors. And we want to get started so that would you share with us this morning what is going on so exciting?
Well, of course, we're still around taking care of patients, coming into to our centers, showing them why we are different. Dedicated Senior Medical Center. Folks really love the fact, when they come into the center, number one, waiting times is just minimal. 10 minutes, they're back to their doctors, everything is there for them. The pharmacy is there for them, the x-ray, the lab, and transportation is available for all of our patients. And of course, we do a lot of activities too. Fast Freddy's one of our guests. Got our stars at our centers. But so that's some of the fun we do in there too. But we're really happy to take care of our people and serving our community, and we'd love to hear from everybody.
Oh, all right. Now, Linda Gordon.
Yes.
From the L. Gordon Insurance Company, I think it's it.
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about the company and what you do and what you offer and that kind of thing.
Well, L. Gordon Insurance was founded by myself in 2020 during the pandemic. My father was a legacy insurance agent, and I always wanted to come back to insurance after being away for a little while. So my father was an insurance agent back in the 1960s, and he actually was insurance agent of the year in Michigan in 1963. Wow. I wanted to follow in his legacy. Oh. I wanted to continue on and try to help people. L. Gordon Insurance was birthed because I had a cousin who had been taken advantage of. And I just saw a need. So I said, well, let me do life and health insurance. And then I started doing Medicare. And when I met Calvin, then it all made sense. I'm about to turn 65, and I can't wait to go to Dedicated.
Okay. So one of the requirements for Dedicated Senior Service is that the participants be 65?
55 and up with Medicare, and with Medicare. And so, with the Medicare, of course, one of the Advantage plans, we take WellCare, Humana, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Priority. Those are the 4 plans we do accept. And, of course, the UAW Blue Cross plans we do accept also. As far as retirees, that's not a problem at all. And right now, I'm sure folks are getting a lot of phone calls right now. Your phone's probably ringing off the hook. And that's because it's it's the Medicare enrollment period, what's called AEP. And so this is the time when you can change your plan to go to something else if you don't like it. Or of course, if you're new to Medicare, this is when you can sign up for Medicare. Am I right, Linda?
Yeah.
Sign up for Medicare and join those Medicare Advantage plans. And so I know you're getting a lot of calls. That's why Linda's here with me too, just kind of help you out with with that process, because I'm sure your phone's ringing off the hook.
It is. It's annoying too. And there was a person who called in there who was very rude. I don't take the calls, but anyway, about the life insurance, talk to us about that.
Life insurance has evolved quite a bit now. Life insurance used to be the only time you got paid out was when somebody died. Now, people are living longer. They are they're surviving a lot of these diseases and everything that used to take people out of here.
Yeah.
And so I represent a couple of different companies that have what they call living benefits. And basically, if you get cancer, heart attack, stroke, you can take money out of your policy and to help with those kind of medical needs, because again, health insurance is not what it used to be. You used to be able to go to Blue Cross Blue Shield and they just paid for everything.
Right. Well,
Now they pay for a portion.
yeah, I do a conference call every Saturday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And this past Saturday, I had Hill Harper on with me with Dr. Laura Kelly.
Okay.
And Dr. Laura Kelly has come up with a cure for osteoporosis.
Wow.
And she started, her mother had it, and she was doing some science, testing, etc. And that's how that happened for her. But anyway, it was a very wonderful conference call that we had on this past Saturday, and to learn about that and to share the information with everybody on the call, including Hill Harper. He was glad to learn the information as well.
Okay.
Now, as it relates to the life insurance, there's some commercial that comes on TV for $9.95. Anybody can get $9.95. Is that just the insurance that pays off when a person dies?
Yes. It's final expense. And most of the time, that $9.95 is not just the complete, it's not the complete amount. It's basically $9.95 for maybe $1,000, which won't put you in the ground. So they add up $9.95 per thousand, and that's one of the lower rates. So it's not deceiving. It's just when you get on the telephone, they let you know what your real rate is.
I got it. The other insurances, life insurances include what, please?
Well, life insurance, basically, when I talk about living benefits, then it's included. It's free of charge. It is included as part of the life insurance package, and you can even get a term policy. A lot of people don't look at term in the same way. Term is when you have a specific amount of years that you have a policy. Like, a lot of people will get a term policy if they have a mortgage for 30 years or 20 years or however many number of years, and they just want to be able to pay off their mortgage instead of getting mortgage insurance.
So the insurance, a person would insure themselves for the price of the home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or a little bit more. Sometimes they want to take care of anybody that's left. If they have kids, if they have a spouse, then they just want to, number one, be able to pay off their home, and then maybe leave a little something to help them to get through.
Oh, okay. Now, in the meantime, this other, it's not new. It just was commercialized recently, and that is the insurance. When they say, "Well, we'll pay you X amount per month," you've paid insurance. I forget what it's called.
Aflac? Aflac?
No.
It's like a living benefit.
Oh.
Yeah, but the insurance company pays you every month.
They can buy out your policy. That's
Maybe a
Yes.
reverse mortgage?
That's it. That's
Reverse
it.
mortgage?
And
Okay.
Yes, tell us about. Thank you.
I don't know that much about reverse mortgage.
Oh, yeah.
You basically, the premise is that they're going to give you the value of your home now. And instead of you passing it along to a individual, it goes to that company when you die. That's all I know about it.
I just wondered about that. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's real. But
okay.
they just your family doesn't get your home. They get your home.
We trying to get on this Medicare piece.
Yes.
Step
All
in
right,
here right
all
now.
right.
Folks, dedicated senior medical.
Thank you.
There
Thank
it
you.
is right there.
Thank
Show everybody so they can see what's happening.
All right, there we go.
Let's talk about that Medicare piece, the enrollment right now, and how that tie in with the life insurance.
Go ahead, Linda.
Okay, so Medicare, basically, you can get on Medicare if you've been on disability for at least 2 years. Then you can get on Medicare and get one of the Advantage plans and be able to go to dedicated senior medical centers. Medicare is a it's a federally funded program established in 1965. It is basically a health insurance that will last your lifetime once you get on it. It is not free. As a matter of fact, 2024, that new premium is $174.70 per month, unless you have Medicaid. Medicare is for the general public. Medicaid is for low income. So Medicare, once you get on, then you either get a Medicare supplement or you get a Medicare Advantage plan. Now, Medicare Advantage plans are the ones that you see the commercials for.
Right.
Medicare Advantage, Jimmy Walker and all of them, they are advertising Medicare Advantage. Mainly because most people can afford a Medicare Advantage. When they say it is zero premium, it really is true. When they say that they can give you money back in your Social Security check, it is true. It is everything that they've talked about on TV. It is true. And if you have Medicaid, yes, you can get groceries and you can have your utilities paid for. So we really, really want people to be advised and know the education of Medicare. And I've studied, and have been doing this for 2 years. However, a lot of people, they jump into something and then don't realize that they've jumped into the wrong plan. So that's why I'm here. I just want to educate.
So now, you said that the person on Medicare and are on Medicaid have the Medicare Advantage plan free. Is that?
That's true.
Am I following that? Okay. Now, those people who are on Medicaid are at what income level?
This year, 2020, they haven't announced 2024. This year, 2023, is $1,440 per month and below.
What?
$1,440 per month.
Oh, that they receive.
That
each
they
month.
receive each month. Yes.
Okay.
So the thing that we like about Dedicated is a lot of people, when they're on Medicaid, they don't have a whole lot of resources. Dedicated provides transportation. They have activities and things to get people out of their homes. They have, it's a one-stop shop. You don't have to go to all of these different specialists all over the city or all over outside of the city. You come to Dedicated Senior Medical Center and
That's right.
Okay.
And so that's why, you know, we in contact with say agents like Linda. I mean, she's real versed in all the insurances, and she's trusted. She's one of our trusted agents. So when someone is in need or just actually needs to discuss their plan, I refer them to Linda, and she can just talk to them about the plans or talk to them about new plans they can get on, and actually compare what they have to some of the newer plans. And if people are in a better situation where they are, then we let them know that. But if there's something available for them that's more beneficial for them, Linda she would definitely let them know that and everything. So our plans, Blue Cross Blue Shield, WellCare, Priority, and Humana, those are the plans that we currently take, and with Medicare and Medicaid, it's not a problem. And then, like Linda was saying, with Medicaid, it really opens up a lot of benefits for people. Like our centers are one-stop shops. When they come in, everything is there for them. When they come in.
Okay.
Now, everything.
Now repeat those insurances that you say. If a person has.
Yeah, Blue Cross Blue Shield, all the Blue Cross Blue Shield plans, all the UAW retirement plans, teachers, UAW, the whole nine, as far as the Blue Cross Blue Shield, Priority, WellCare, and Humana.
How many centers do you guys have?
We have 6 centers in the city right now. We have 6 centers in the city. In Southfield, 11 Mile in Losser, 7 Mile in Evergreen, in Warren on 8 Mile in DeQuinder, East Point, East English Village, and of course Jefferson. And we're soon will be opening one in Dearborn too, Dearborn and Flint. Those are soon to open up. Linda smiles. She likes that. That's soon to be open. But all of our centers are set up the same. So if you went to a center here in Michigan and you went to a center in Florida, they all are set up the same, and they're dedicated, to our seniors, only. So when you come in there, we are dedicated to taking care of you. No waiting times, a one-stop shop, like we're saying. And I mean, people love it. You have to experience it. And we right now we have something going on right now. We just take a tour. We give you a $15 gift card. Just to take a tour of the facilities. And so just to see if it's a good fit for you. Meet our doctors and everything, and to see if it's a good fit for you. You'll love it. We even pick you up for a tour.
How do they get in touch with you?
My direct number is 313-498-5359. That's 313-498-5359. Just call me directly and set up a tour for you. And so if you need transportation for a tour, we'll pick you up. It's not a problem. Just give me a call directly.
Okay. Now, in order to talk to Linda, they would make an appointment through you?
Right, they call me or Linda.
Oh,
Or Linda.
okay.
What's your number, Linda?
You would have to share your number.
And my phone number is 734-373-8551. And that is a cell phone. So if you want to text me, you can do that also.
Okay. Give it again.
734-373-8551. And I'm an independent agent, so I don't work on Sundays, but I do work Monday through Saturday. And especially during annual enrollment, a lot of people may still be working, so after hours is not a problem.
Okay.
2 minutes, Ms.
But,
Go to the
okay,
bottom of the-
all right. So people would have to know, though, that their income has to be around $17,000 a year.
Yeah.
In order to have the Medicare Advantage plan that you spoke of.
Well, no, Medicare Advantage is basically for anybody. When I turn 65 next year, I've already got my plan picked out. I can't wait.
She's ready for dedicated.
So a Medicare Advantage plan is still zero premium, and there is no income level. Now, there's the income level if you make too much. I mean, there aren't a whole lot of people who are making $103,000. I know I'm not. But if you make over that, then they just add on more to your premium for Part B. But usually you don't you don't add anything else except that Part B premium of $174.70.
Okay. And a person has dental, tell us what comes with that.
Vision and dental usually comes with the plan. It just depends on the plan. When I talk to somebody, I look at their doctors, I look at their prescriptions, and then I have there's a computer program through the agency that I work with that will tell me what's the best plan for them.
Oh, all right. Well, I want to thank you very much for being with us this morning. And you have given out, your number. And, of course, Calvin Bird with Dedicated Senior Service Center. I'm appreciative that you have joined us this morning as well.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
All right. And for those of you out there who haven't refreshed your coffee, get some coffee, orange juice, call somebody, tell them to tune in, and we'll be back momentarily.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Womack here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the mini adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broden, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000, access code 338729. Thank you very much.
Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. And we are back. Thank you so much for staying tuned to Feedback, our positive image production. I want to let you know once again that here with us is either feast or famine. And today we've had a feast, and then now we have with us
A famine.
That is not true. Anyway, we have Hill Harper, and many of you are a little familiar, and we want you to become more familiar. Tell us, who is Hill Harper?
Oh, wow. Hill Harper is the grandson of Dr. Harold E. Hill from Seneca, South Carolina, who had a pharmacy called Piedmont Pharmacy that served the black community during Jim Crow segregation in a small town in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He had a daughter named Marilyn Hill Harper, who is my mother, who is one of the first black female anesthesiologists in the country. And she's living right down the street here with me in Detroit, helping me raise my son. And on my father's side, I'm the grandson of Dr. Harry Harper Sr., who was a family practice doctor in a small town in Iowa, where I was born in Iowa. And he lived in a town, he had an 88-acre farm in a town called Fort Madison, Iowa, which is a prison town, very similar to Jackson here, but smaller than Jackson here in Michigan. And he had a son named Harry Harper Jr., who was my father. My mother and my father met at Howard Medical School, and they had my brother, Harry Harper III, and then they had me, Hill Harper. There's a lot of H's, a lot of H's in our family, and I was born in Iowa, and very proud to have moved to Michigan about 7 years ago to raise my son here, and it couldn't have been a better choice for me to choose Michigan. And we can get into how and why that happened, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here. Greatest people in the world are here.
Yes, well, first I want to tell you that my co-host is also from Howard.
Oh, I'd call myself a double bison.
Yes.
For those of you out there, the mascot for Howard are the Bisons. I'm a double bison because, but for Howard, I never would have been born because my parents wouldn't have met.
Oh.
And then Howard, many years later, honored me with an honorary doctorate. So I have a doctorate from Howard.
All right.
So you could call me Dr. Hill Harper.
There we go.
If you want to.
Yes.
If you want to.
All right.
Yes, indeed. And for those out there watching, we're streaming on Facebook and the like. And this is quite a fun having Brother Hill Harper down here this morning. Brother, we know most people might know you, most of the younger generation, some of the older ones, from being in movies and the like. That's where they probably first got acquainted with you. I'm just wondering, what pushed you into that field? How do you end up in movies?
That's a great question. You know, when I went to Brown University, that's where I went undergraduate. I played football, and I needed a class my first semester freshman year that met within, but it ended before 2:30. And I'd always loved the idea of the arts and acting, but I'd never done it before, except some little high school performances and things. And so I took a theater class, Voice 21 Theater Arts, Shakespeare. It was a Shakespeare class taught by Professor Barbara Tannenbaum, and it changed my life. I loved it. I loved it so much that I took another class. And I took another class, and I took another class, and then I started doing a lot of theater around the Providence area where Brown is, and I always saw people like Sidney Poitier and Harry Belafonte and Paul Robeson as idols that represent the best of us.
Very dignified.
Dignified and intelligent and strong, and also were activists, wanted the world to be better. And I've always been an activist. I've always wanted to see positive social change, and I really felt that through the medium of the arts and performance, I could hopefully aspire to be like Harry Belafonte or Denzel Washington and these folks that I looked up to. And so, fast forward a few years later, I was doing a film with Denzel Washington called He Got Game.
Right.
Oh,
So,
wow.
it was a blessing, and it's certainly been a blessed journey.
That's wonderful. Brown University, it seems to be the kind of university that is, in my opinion, better than Princeton and all of that. Of course, my granddaughter graduated from there. She's a doctor now.
Okay.
Neurosurgeon. But
Ooh.
anyway, yes.
Well, I went to
But
I thought Brown was great for undergraduate, but then I went to Harvard for graduate school, and I thought Harvard was great for undergraduate, and I was actually a tutor for a number of the Harvard undergrads.
Now, what did you tutor?
What you do is you tutor any student from a certain house, because Harvard has houses.
Okay.
So I tutored at a house called Currier House and a house called Kirkland House. And the reason why grad students tutor is because you get a free meal, because all those houses have food. And we know when you're a grad student, you don't have any money. You're eating ramen noodles every day or Boxcraft macaroni and cheese.
Oh, my
you want a full meal. So you
Right,
tutor the
right.
kids in the houses so you can eat. So whatever they needed, I helped them with, and you also write their letters of recommendation for graduate school. And so at Harvard, I did a joint degree at Harvard Law School and the Kennedy School of Government, but I continued to act. I joined a repertory company in Boston called the Black Folks Theater Company, and I kept doing theater, not knowing whether I was going to go into law and politics and government, or whether I was going to go into the arts at that time. And over the course of the 4 years of graduate school, I learned and to follow my heart. And I'll say that to anybody out there. I know this show, we want to remind people of their greatness. We want to remind people how magnificent they are. And we want to remind people to go after your heart, follow your heart, because the world needs the best version of you right now. The world is struggling. If you're not following your heart, then you're not living in your purpose.
Right. Desperately. And in the black community, we need to have an opportunity to get back to our culture.
Yes.
And not what it has evolved in. Today it's just unfortunate that we have young people who are stars, singers, etc., but they've lost the grace of those who represented Motown. Detroit, I'm talking about, the young people. And it's sad to see that has just evaporated. You know, when we had the representatives from here who travel all around the world, and of course the music is still played all around the world. The teenagers in this city and young adults wanted to be better, look better, but the ones now who are out there in the media are given an image that nobody should want.
Well, I think that we have to be careful of how we look at generations and generational change and culture.
Help me.
Okay, so I think that first we have to lead with empathy. We have to lead with love and empathy, because at the end of the day, we walk in each other's shoes, and the young artists today are expressing the best way they think they can connect. And so what we can do is introduce them to new ideas and elevated thought, and then their art will change. That's my thing. They'll come along because you don't know what you don't know. And so you can't expect someone. The reason why those Motown artists you talk about were able to develop, because they had that culture school, right? If Berry Gordy and Smokey Robinson hadn't put that culture school up where they could go every day and learn how to walk, talk, learn how to interact with people, learn how to dress. So they didn't know. Those young people in Detroit didn't know until they got taught that. And so we have to do the same thing by inviting folks in. I remember there was a young rapper who came up to me at the White House. I was at a celebration that President Obama had invited me to, And he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, my dad gave me your book." And I said, "Fantastic."
Now, what's the title of this book?
Letters to a Young Brother, Manifest Your Destiny.
Yes, indeed.
And I said, "That's great. Did you read?" He said, "Yeah, I read it, man. I got this out of it. I got this." I said, "What's your name?" He says, "My name is Chance." I said, "Chance?" I said, and this is before Chance the Rapper had gotten big. I said, "Chance, oh, that's good. Well, what do you do?" He says, "I'm a rapper. My name is Chance the Rapper." And I said, "Wow, that's fantastic." And then, you know, I felt kind of bad because I didn't know who he was, but he was already emerging, but he wasn't the star that he is now. But the point is that if you think about what he raps about, it is elevated and expansive because he's been exposed to other things.
You know,
right?
He's
And
a positive rapper.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Mr.
Yes,
Brody.
he is. He's about uplifting the community, but he still does stuff.
okay.
But he still does stuff that is cool, that connects. It's not like he's, you know, it's not like it's rap that's so milk toast that it's so safe. It's that he's connecting to the culture, but he's also attempting to uplift. He's not trying to tear the culture down.
Oh, okay.
And you know, Mr. Bro, what I want to say, because you mentioned that his father
Yes.
had spoken some things to him and into his soul. Family. That's what I like about yourself. You mentioned your grandfather,
Yes.
your mother and father, and the lineage.
Yes.
And I think that's important that we get back to the family piece.
I agree.
And I think that's what sort of defines yourself, Mr. Harper, is the family piece. And I think we need to talk more about the connections because, excuse me, we would have family reunions every other year in my family.
Mm-hmm.
My father's side of the family as well as my mother's side of the family. Cummings, Shelby's. And when you realize how deep you go, I end up having a relative, Alphaeus Hunton, who was he was an assistant dean at Howard University back in the 50s and was in the Pan-African movement. Now, I didn't know this, and I probably wouldn't have found this out unless one of my relatives didn't write a book about him and then tell me about my heritage. So you were mentioning, you got anesthesiologists in your family and one of the first.
Yes.
This is important for people to understand because the family part is what gets you to where you are now.
No question about it. But I also want to say we can build communities and friends as family. It doesn't just have to be blood relatives. And this is to me, that's what the communal idea is. Dr. King says we are all tied together in a single garment of mutual destiny. Yes. That means that we're inextricably linked, whether we're blood relatives or not. And we've gotten away from that in our community, the idea that no matter who you are, what you're doing, I'm going to defend you, I'm going to celebrate you, and I'm going to lift you up. And that's because we haven't done a good enough job in that, in developing that community, then when one person takes a risk and someone kind of doesn't like what they did, then they are out there on their own and they can be taken out. Their business goes under, etc. I want to live in this piece where whatever you're doing, I am going to find a way to celebrate and support you. And then you educate me about where you're coming from, and I educate you. You are my friend, but you're also my family. And to me, I've gotten that from my family because I've seen extended people, returning citizens, folks coming back, probation, parole, folks trying to get their life together. Those people are my family. That's why I wrote a book called Letters to an Incarcerated Brother. We are all connected, and to the extent that we honor that connection, I believe that's how we all live in better, higher level communities.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I appreciate what you have shared with me. I had to think about this new group out here, this young group out here, and I'm glad to hear about the young man Chance. But in the meantime, I think that our school system is doing us a disservice because back at the end of the 90s, the governor, it seemed to me that it was intentional, but anyway, they started dismantling the schools by taking out those classes that gave the young people something to think about, something to learn about. You know, they had wood carving classes. You know, they had welding classes. They had electric check, just all kinds of options.
Skill classes, right?
Yeah, right. And when the young person got out of high school, they had some little knowledge of that would inspire them to want to go in one direction or the other. Well, they started taking out sports and music. Well, some of that has finally been put back. They destroyed the Benjamin Davis Aerospace School, which was located on the city airport, which is now called Coleman Young International Airport in the city of Detroit. And there were young people who became pilots, became mechanics, some who went on to be a part of the air traffic control. There are, let me back up. The aviation industry is the largest in the country. Mm-hmm. It's larger than the big three. So why they would remove it from the city of Detroit seemed, in my opinion, racist. Okay. Currently, there is a movement to try and bring it back, build it up again, et cetera. And Lieutenant Colonel Lawrence Milburn has been a guest on my show for over the years, and he stated, it's been about 5-6 years ago now, that in the next 10 years, the United States would need 1 million pilots. And today, we're hearing that they are short pilots.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are short of pilots, and I know that some of the larger airlines like Southwest they're doing a collaboration with Prairie View down there in Texas to
train pilots.
Yes, to train students and get it into aviation. And speaking of the Detroit situation, you said you were prompted to move to Detroit 7 years ago for your son. Why would you say you were prompted to move to Detroit? Because we all know people think about Detroit, it's like, oh my goodness, that's a cesspool. What would make you come to this area?
Well, fundamentally, it's the people. Okay, over a decade ago, there was a great government program that Michigan had, which was a media tax credit or tax incentive to create and produce film media and create union jobs. Yes. The fact that the politicians got rid of it is ridiculous. I mean, but we can go into that in a different conversation. Mm-hmm. So I came here to do a couple projects back to back. One of my dearest friends, Derek Albert, who's a brother of mine at Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, is like, man, you need to buy a house here. You need to invest here. Come on. And I said, yeah, I should. But it planted a seed in my head. And I said, you know what? There are 3 characteristics the people here have that I've been in many different places where the folks have 2 of the 3, but not all 3. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what they are. First is a grit and a work ethic. Second is a creativity and a soul. And third is a kindness, like a kind of old grandmama kind of kindness, like, come on here, baby, have a lemonade kindness. Right. Now, in Brooklyn, where I've lived before, there's a grit and there's a creativity, but no one's inviting you in for a lemonade. And in California, you could have a lemonade or lavender lemonade or whatever they want to make for you, and then there's creativity, but there's no grit. It rains and people fold like a cheap suit, And so here, there's a combination of all 3 of those, and I want my son to have all 3. Yes. So I want him to grow up around folks like this, not folks in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And I believe that exposure matters, and who you surround yourself with matters. And so that's why he was born December 19th, 2015. Okay. And I adopted him, and he 7 years old now.
What's his name?
Pierce Hill Harper.
All right.
So he will turn.
Brother Pierce?
He'll turn 8 December 19th of this year. He's in second grade. All right. And he's got a lot of energy, and he has a real zest for life. And so this place exposes you to so much. I mean, Michigan is the greatest state in the country. There's so much diversity here. There's so much the diversity of just who you interact with. Yes. If you're in the city, you're interacting with folks from the city with the history here. You can go 30 minutes and you're out with farmers. Then you keep on going and you see a beautiful waterfall and leaves changing. You keep on going. He caught his first fish up in the Upper Peninsula, up in Sault Ste. Marie. He caught a striped bass up in Sault Ste. Marie, beautiful striped bass. And so that's the type of childhood I want him to have, that's replete with diversity and opportunity and exposure. And you have all that here in Michigan. And so I definitely made the right choice, and it's still the best people.
And you know, one thing I think he missed, Mr. Broden, because you're an actor and you're aware that they striking still.
Oh yeah, I'm on strike. I personally am on strike because I was elected to the national board of my union.
Oh, okay.
And so I've served. Union and labor is something that's extremely important to me. Supporting, we are in a critical moment right now with union and labor, and so I couldn't be more proud to be on the strike lines. I was out with the folks striking the casinos last week. We handed out gloves and hats and socks. I've been out there with the Blue Cross Blue Shield strikers. I've been out there with the nurses from SEIU, and as well as the healthcare service providers, SEIU, UAW, obviously Local 900, Local 600. And so we're out there fighting for labor.
And you know, Michigan is the home of the union.
Yes, it sure is.
And labor is really big here.
Yes.
And it's good to know that, you know, through your history that you care about the working person.
Listen, I am the working person. I mean, you know, I am a union member, a proud card-carrying union member. If it wasn't for, I said this somebody the other day, I pulled out my SAG-AFTRA card, and I said, if it wasn't for this card, I wouldn't have all the things that I have.
Interesting.
The unions fight for the rights to get dignified workplace, to get paid properly, and we're on strike now. You know, I haven't worked my job in 6 months. You know, so we are definitely in the middle of it, but it's a fight that we have to fight, and it's a fight worth fighting.
Wow.
This brother has a myriad of talents, a myriad of interesting just ideas.
And one thing we haven't talked about, my coffee shop in downtown
Well,
Detroit.
let's talk about it then.
Absolutely.
Well, we're right off Woodward right now, and if you just drive straight downtown, right to Campus Marshes, there's a coffee shop called the Roasting Plant Coffee Shop, and I've had that coffee shop for 7 years, as long as I've been here, and I'm a huge proponent of small business. You know, I think that small business are the engine of our economies, particularly in our communities. And I was here, you know, I'm here in Highland Park, and I was saying to myself, where's the best? Because I live less than 5 minutes from where we are right now, and I was like, where's the best coffee in Highland Park? I was like, we may have to open up a coffee shop in Highland Park. Come on, we need some real good coffee.
That's right. And they will be happy to have you here in Highland Park.
That'd be great. That would be great.
Yes.
I love Highland Park.
Now, is 7 years you said it's been here?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and let's be real about this. You know, all the hype that they've tried to say that everything's back since post-COVID, it's not true. You know, those offices are still empty downtown. And so, you know, our shop, unfortunately, on Mondays and Fridays, and even on some weekends, we lose money. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when more people are at work, we make money. We need more people moving around in all of our communities, and we need people going back to work. And so, and they need to hire people from here. You know, I think that a lot of people they hired previously had come into town. When COVID hit, they went back to where they were from, and then they've said, well, we'll just work remotely. Let them go. Train the people here, give them jobs, let them come back into the offices downtown so that we can get all the different places vibrant. And we need to develop our communities and neighborhoods like Highland Park, all over the North End. We you know, everywhere we go, you go to these different communities throughout Detroit, and you see that we don't have enough small business support, you know, for vibrant communities. And so we need more lending and funding for small businesses.
We have another issue, which
we're
is
right there, because Tim said we about to eat the bottom of the hour.
at the top of the hour. Right?
Or the top of the hour. They got me messed up. But can you give us some more time on the other side of this?
Oh yeah, you know what? We have a meeting we got to run to, but I will come back.
Okay, great.
I will come back. You just tell me when to come back.
That sounds good.
Maybe
That
we come
sounds
back for
good.
the holidays. Do you guys do a
Yes.
holiday show?
Yes, we
sure
do, and that'll
do.
give us more time to let the people know we're going to have
Okay,
Brother Hill
And
Hopper.
you got
okay.
a book here for his birthday. You gotta look up his birthday.
Oh, that's right. Let me get this in real
Your
quick because
birthday
I
is
tell him
in
go kill.
April.
May 17th, 2 days
17th.
before Detroit's own. Who's May 19th?
It was May 19th. What was-
Detroit's own.
Mhm.
May 19th.
May 19th.
We about to
I
find
know
out.
you're not talking about.
Because
I know
this
Coleman
book
Young's
here,
birthday is in May.
Detroit's own.
Mayor.
May 9th. No, I didn't say mayor.
Mayor.
May 19th. May 19th. I'm May 17th, though. I'm May 17th.
they ain't
My
have, but you
daughter's
know
the
what? They
24th.
May 19th. They got wow, Malcolm X's birthday.
Malcolm X.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There you go.
Now, Hill Harper's birthday is
It's
May
May
17th.
17th.
And
Same
on the
birthday as Sugar Ray
17th
Leonard.
See, look at he beat me to the punch.
Whoa.
I
He
know
must
that.
already have the Afromations book here. 366 days of American history.
What do you have on there?
Black people have done so many great things. It's imperative that you have this book in your collection. Well, let's see who else we got here, Brother Hill Hopper, real quick. All right, 1954. U.S. Supreme Court handed down the decision. The
Brown
decision.
versus Board of Education on May 17th, 1954. That is true. That was before I was born.
Right. Yes, indeed. And you might not know this, 1969, Thomas Kilgore was unanimously elected the first African-American president of the American Baptist Convention.
I definitely didn't know that.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, we're going to do this one for the last one, and we're going to get right to it. 1875 first. The first Kentucky Derby was won by an African-American jockey named Oliver Lewis, riding a horse called Aristides.
Now, that's
And
when Benny racing with black folk, but go ahead.
Yes, indeed. So
Yeah,
it just
and
goes
that.
to show the connection between the greatness, and we've done it all.
I love it.
And you've got quite a history of doing quite a bit. We're going to get you back on, bro.
I would love to come back. This would be great. I love this show. I love Highland Park, and I love this community. So whatever we can do to elevate it and support it, I'm happy to do it. Thank
That
you.
is wonderful.
We just like to thank Keisha B. What's the name of the show again? Highland Park Spotlight, folks. She used to
I'm
come
coming-
on right before us.
I'm coming back on that show too. Highland Park Spotlight with Keisha B.
Yes, indeed. So, folks, make sure you watch that. And the good thing about this, YouTube, all the shows going to be on YouTube at the WHPR TV 33 site in perpetuity. So you can always pull them down and check them out. Brother Tim, take us to the break.
We'll be back momentarily.
Thank you so much, everybody.
I'm James Ford, founder of the Obama Weekend, and a partner of the Hood Research Team, composed of the knowledgeable Theo Broden, the super analyst Henry, and the colorful Al Martin. This team discusses politics, seen and not seen, at the national, state, and local level. But to enhance the goals of this team, join or donate to Hood Research by visiting Twitter or Facebook, or visit hoodresearch.org, or call 248-234-2371. You can also join Hood Research on Phonecast every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by calling 978-990-5000, access code 338729. Thank you very much.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn. Ta-da!
It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Womack here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
WGPR Detroit, HD2.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. It has been a wonderful, fast-moving program this morning. And I just want to say that if you want to watch a good program or participate in a good conversation, you need to join Hood Research.
That's right. Indeed.
Absolutely.
Indeed. And I mean, you know, that was, dedicated senior medical centers. And we're going to run a promo for that later on in this last 30 minutes. Get everybody back up to speed on how to get in touch with Brother Calvin Bird. Brother Hill Harper, good gentleman, been doing a lot of great things, books, acting.
Right.
I mean, you know, he care about the community, you know,
Yes.
involved labor issues. He said he president of his union rep, cares about the people. So, I mean, folks, we got a lot of people in Detroit that's doing things. They care about the community. And, you know, on feedback, we have them down here. And that's the beautiful thing. And they calling in now. So let's see who we got on the phone right quick,
okay.
Ms. Bro. Good morning. You on feedback with Theo Broughton, Mark Cummings. Talk to us. Who are we speaking with? Okay. Who we got there? You on the air. All right. They're gone now. They done hung up, and I guess they got a little nervous.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the public speaking thing, Ms. Broughton. Some people just don't like to be on the air. But they call.
Listen to the show on the phone.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So I know you got a lot on your mind from this week. It's been quite a week.
Well, this coming Friday, the Munford Marines are having a celebration. The 10th of November is Veterans Day. Yeah, so they're going to be celebrating there, and of course, they always sell dinner so that those who want to support them in their efforts, after all, they put their lives on the line for us. So we want you to know they're located on Joy Road, just past west of Schaefer, which is 13721 Joy Road. Again, that's 13721 Joy Road. And I'm sure they'll be getting started about 6 o'clock on Friday. And we
They're
want
famous
to,
fish dinners.
Oh, yes, yeah. We want to encourage you to support them. And that is this coming Friday.
Look like that caller called back in.
Well, let's see. What's
Are you ready to get on the air this time, caller? All right, now let's see.
Hey.
Good morning. You on the air, Theo Broden, Mark Cummings. Feedback. Talk to us.
That's what I'm calling to say that For My People Speaks will return this upcoming Thursday from 4 to 5 p.m.
All right.
okay.
Who is this speaking?
This is McLeod.
Okay, how you doing, brother?
Doing pretty good.
Okay, now that's the For My People that used to David Rambo and Ron Scott used to put on.
Right, I talked. David Rambo and I talk every other day. He's doing well.
Good.
He's doing good. Oh, okay. And so you're holding down the fort, and you're going to have a show right here on the radio at WHPR Thursday. Is that correct?
Correct. From 4 to 5 p.m.
Okay, 4 p.m. this coming Thursday.
Now is that going to be on TV 33?
Radio.
Or the radio?
Yes, on the radio and the internet.
On the internet.
Radio and the internet. Okay. And is there a phone number where people can call in on Thursday and talk to you at 4 o'clock?
Yes, they could call 313-868-0331.
313-868. What were the last four numbers?
0331.
0331.
0331. Oh, okay.
Now, I'm going to just ask you some quick questions because everybody doesn't remember or familiar with For My People. Talk to the listeners and viewers out there and let them know the history of For My People real quick.
For My People have been the longest running rag talk show in the history of Michigan and everywhere else. And if anyone who have any questions for David Rambo, they could contact him at the number 1davidrambo@gmail.com.
Okay. They can email him.
Spell
the number
David
one.
Rambo's last name for him.
Rambo, RAMBEAU.
Okay.
BEAU. Okay.
That's 1davidrambo.com.
At gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Oh, okay, great. All right.
That's his email.
Sounds
okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. And I'm familiar with the show, and I've been down and watched it behind the scenes and produce it. I think they used to be over there at Reverend Holly's church, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, and doing good work. And, God rest his soul, Brother Ron Scott. I mean, you guys always did a lot of good work getting the message out to the people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's important. And didn't you guys used to air over on Channel 50?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yep. That's what I thought. So, folks, this is a chance to, this is a history making. They back on the air again. And matter of fact, I posted one of your last shows on my page. So, folks, you can go to my page on Facebook, Mark Cummings. I got one of the later shows For My People there and check it out because that's what's important.
And contact David Rambo, and he will be happy to hear from everybody.
Oh, yeah. And, we had Sister Cynthia down here. And she was letting us know.
Right,
Brother Rambo, he in hospice care right now. And just say a prayer for the brother out there, people. Because we all like family here in Detroit. Like Brother Hill Harper we just had on was saying, we got the grit But more than anything, we got the family. We care about one another. We'll invite you into our homes. So that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. So we're going to look for your show, brother. It's going to be airing on 88.1, right?
Right.
Okay. And that's Thursday at
And
4 p.m.
It's this upcoming Thursday, and he may call in because I'm having a open mic.
Oh, okay, good. We're going to definitely
that's
do
good.
that.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. Well, brother, thanks for checking in with us. Let everybody know who you are again.
I'm currently the producer of the
The
For
show.
My People Speaks. I was a long-time camera operator
All right.
at River Hardy Church and at the TV station in Southfield.
Got you.
Okay.
Good. All right.
And the number to
4
call in on
decades.
and the number to call in on Thursday is 868
It's 313-868-0331.
All right. Okay.
Once again, folks,
Okay.
just want to thank you. We're going to be letting everybody know For My People is back. And that's what it's all about. All right, brother, we got your number here. I'm going to take it down, and we're going to lock you in. All right, brother?
Okay, and David Randall will be happy to hear from everyone.
Yes,
All
indeed.
right.
Yes, indeed. And I'm
Okay.
sure you've been hearing from a lot of folks since the last broadcast because we even been checking in on.
Right.
All right, brother, we love you, and keep holding it down.
Okay, I'll take care.
All right.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for the call.
All right, Miss Bro. Now the phone lines lighting up, Miss
Okay.
Bro. They know it's time
Now
to get
who
on this
next?
feedback.
Yeah.
Good morning. You're on feedback with Theo Bro. Mark Cummings, talk to us.
Can I be heard?
There he is.
Yes, you can.
Brother James Ford is here.
I would appreciate it if I could be heard. I just want to say hi to Mark Cummings. I hope you're coming along well after your little situation.
I appreciate that.
I know you always doing well.
I'm doing
and I'm doing well. But I have a situation to talk about. I'm not going to take too much time, but it's very important that I mention this. There are 20,000 automobile accidents in Detroit a year. There are 156 people killed a year out of automobile accidents. That's more than New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, anywhere in the United States. That is, the hit and run is off the chain. They don't even report that at the hospitals for some reason. I don't know why. But I have a little organization called, we're going to try to go to Lansing and deal with this situation. I need everyone, if you got a second, to just take this email address, DetroitRedlights@gmail.com, DetroitRedlights@gmail.com, and just drop a sentence. I don't need any more than a sentence or maybe two at the most. Just display your disgust with what's going on with this red light situation. I'm taking 100 people and 100 letters to Lansing next June. It's not going to be before. We don't want to run into any inclement weather, but we got to get the message out. We cannot live like this.
No, I agree.
We are in peril. We cannot live like this anymore, and we shouldn't. Your insurance rates are off the chain, higher than anywhere in the nation, and you don't want to go. You just don't want to go through this situation. So I would just appreciate it. One sentence to DetroitRedlight@gmail.com. Now, I'm very straightforward. If anybody wants to call me, they can call me at 586-918-3061, and they can talk to me about what we want to do. But we're going to Lansing. We're going very orderly. We're going to express our concerns and get something done about this red light situation. We've got to do something about it.
Brother Ford, now when are you going to Lansing?
We're going. It won't be until June because we got to get our I's dotted, T's crossed, know where we're going, and know what's going on when we get where we're going.
Okay.
But I would just like the emails. I need 100 letters. I need 100 people, and we're going. I don't know just how everything is going to pan out now, but this is a serious situation. And the other thing, while I'm on the phone, don't be ashamed to do this. You might wish you had did it. Tell your relatives that's coming in to visit you during the holidays how unsafe Detroit is. They don't know you have to count 1, 2, 3 before you enter a green light. Tell your relatives. This is it's your. You should want to do this from the bottom of your heart. Tell your relatives. Don't be ashamed. Tell the people that live that's coming in, because if one of them get hit or something like that, you're going to feel that deep down inside of you.
Yeah.
So just again, my phone number is 586-918-3061. You can call me, anybody, but Detroit Red Light at gmail.com. Send me a sentence or a paragraph. I'm open for questions if you got time to. Anybody want to ask me any questions?
Yeah, right. I just want to let people know that Judge Craig Strong was hit by somebody who went through a red light, and so was the former school superintendent John Telford.
Yeah.
And there was some other people. You were hit by somebody going through a red light.
Right. Well, actually, one of the senators, and I can't remember her name, she was hit. And Luther Keith, everybody know who Luther Keith is.
Yeah.
He was hit.
Arise Detroit. Yep.
He was hit too. Wow.
And also, I'm gonna just be very honest with you. I can't mention his name because I just don't do that. But one of the police commissioners was hit because I just don't do that. And then the other thing about myself is I am just trying to get people in Detroit to not deal with this in what you call the imposter syndrome.
Okay.
You can look it up. Don't think you're not worthy. You shouldn't have to live like this.
All right, Brother Ford, let me just say this before you go on. Let me just slow down. Let me just say this. I want people to understand. You go to this email address.
Thank you.
This is your time to tell your story. A lot of you have been hit. Your car been hit. You've been almost hit. I've seen 3 people just this morning coming into the studio run red lights and stop signs. Mm-hmm. So we understand. So I'm gonna make sure I go to the email today and write about my experience, because I'm tired of having to deal with this as well, because it's a lot of stress on you folks when you got to drive and everything is out of whack. People run red lights. They don't stop. They get all up on your back. They just can't wait to get around you. It's a lot of stress. So if you want to get somebody that's doing out here, doing the business of making some changes, get involved this way. This is the easiest way to do it. Write your story. Write a letter. Like you said, if you want, just write 1 or 2 sentences and let this brother know. And then what you're going to do is you're going to print them out. Those are going to be your letters, right?
Well, these are going to be my letters, and I'm working with Senator Chang. I have a meeting with her tomorrow. I've met with the city council, Detroit City Council. I've met with the police commissioners and some other people concerning this. So this is all legitimate. And most people know me. I'm very approachable. If you see me here, I'm going to be somewhere, stop me, pull me to the side. Also, the most important thing, your pastor, whoever you visit the church, I would love, or wherever you go, rec center, I'll come in and speak to any group. You got my phone number. You got my email address. We've got to do something about this. You do not have to live like this, people. You do. And especially, you've got people now that older. Once it starts getting a little dark, they don't even go outside anymore because they're afraid they're going to get hit.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got to get you a Facebook page, too.
Yeah.
God bless you.
And
Thank you, everybody.
The other thing I wanted to share, I had a family member at a light, stopped at a light, okay? Light is red, stopped at a light. The driver behind went around and went through the light, got tired of waiting for the light to change.
Yes.
Pulled out from behind, went around the car, and went through the red light.
Well, I've seen them go around me, and I'm in the left turn lane, and they make a right turn and run the light.
They go, oh,
So
my goodness.
this is terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm not, and I want everybody to understand the reason when I call, I try to get things just done and said is because I don't like to take up other people's time, and that's just the way I am. So I'm saying anybody wants to call me, I'll be glad to entertain the call. But I'm looking for 100 people. I know I'll get 100 people. This won't be until June. We don't want to run into any inclement weather. We want to know where we're going. We want our I's dotted, T's crossed. We want to be accepted, welcome, and we're going to sit down and tell them we got a terrible situation.
Okay, well, we keep letting them know on the show, Brother Ford. We'll keep letting them know the good day
God bless
to the email. All right, brother.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You got the phones lit up, Brother Ford. They calling now.
Next.
Let's see who else we got on here, Miss Broden, because I'm telling you, it's a little zany out there. Good morning. You're on Feedback with Theo Broden, Mark Cummings. Talk to us.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, brother. Who are we speaking with?
This is Don Henderson. How you guys doing?
How you
We're
doing,
doing
Mr. Henderson?
wonderful.
All right. Hey, wanted to tap in this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And really enjoying the show.
I appreciate that love.
Yeah. You guys keep doing a great service.
Now, what's going on with yourself? Because I know you do great service in the community. Bring us up to speed on what's going on with Brother Don Henderson and his groups.
Well, I'm working with UIN, of course, Urban Information Network. And we, just trying to, be like you guys when we grow up.
Now, what is this? What is the Urban Information Network?
Well, Urban Information Network is a Black-owned media streaming internet, and what's often confused is the fact that we are Black-owned. A lot of the other platforms are not, and as we notice when we do the African World Festival and such, those other platforms don't show up. Matter of fact, you can't dig them up with a shovel. So we have to, and we just have to support ourselves. And Hill, heard his interview, mention that, we have to support each other.
Now, you
continue to grow.
You guys are a vehicle for podcasters, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, how do people get in touch with you if they want to do a podcast, they want to get involved with UIN and get their show? Because you guys are located on the internet, right?
We are. Yeah, but we also have a physical studio in the Tower Center in Grand River and Greenfield.
Okay. Okay, good. So
they can text Tim Moore, not text him, email Tim Moore at tim@DETIPTV.com.
DETIP?
TV.com.
TD.com.
Yeah, that's abbreviation for Detroit Internet Protocol TV.
Okay, got you.
But myself, I am an artist, a photographer, long time, and even raffled some of my photographs off at local Department of Farley Neighborhood Association meetings. Every Monday, by the way, there's a group that I'm also involved with that are artists called the Detroit Fine Art Breakfast Club.
Okay. Now, they have a Facebook page, don't they? Because I'm a member.
They do, by the same name. And a collective of artists from really all over the world, but it was founded here in Detroit to give Black artists an opportunity to have their art exhibited more frequently and, provide those opportunities year-round.
That's funny you mentioned that because we were just down at Mac Studios a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. I missed that show.
Brother Eric James McKissick, now, his father has passed the business on to him, me and Mr. McKissick, both Howard University alumni, and just want to say thank you for inviting us out Because Miss Broughton said, Mark, you got to take me down there because I got a lot of Ron Scarborough's art.
Yeah.
And it was a piece that was putting Ron Scarborough out there, and posthumously, the brother has passed away, but he's got some incredible art, and we got a chance to just come on in. It was a lot of family down there, friends, neighborhood, and Sheila. Just want to say, good seeing Sheila Abrams out there, and all the family members, and Brother Vernon English. We saw you in the house. He was DJing, and hey, that's what it's about. Darwin Parham, I saw him out there, and I mean, it's all about family here, and that's the good thing. You know, when you go to an event, it's all family. So real quick, because we ain't got but 5 minutes to go, the line's lit up. They probably want to talk to you. Give them a number where they can get in touch with you, and give them the Facebook page, and once again.
Yeah, they can reach me at 313-610-3218. And my Facebook page is DLH Photography LLC, which is facebook.com DLH Photo 1.
Okay.
Yep, and they can reach me that way.
Man, as always, Ms. Broughton, Hood Research members abound, don't they?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you again,
Definitely
Brother
stay
Henderson.
busy.
Appreciate that love. We got
All right, take care.
Yes, indeed. We
All
got
right.
4 minutes.
Thank you
Ms.
for
Broughton.
calling,
We
Don.
got calls on the line, but folks, that's why you're supposed to call early. Don't wait till the show is over to call us next time. We got folks down here. The lines all lit up, but we got to shut down this show. Ms. Broughton, I'm leaving it in your hands.
Oh, my goodness. You know, I have enjoyed the program with you this morning. And I want to let those of you out there know that it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. And we at Hood Research seek out as much information as we can to share with you and invite you to share with us to help us all make better informed decisions. We encourage you to join Hood Research. It's $20 a year or $300 a lifetime membership. The telephone number is 248-234-2371. Again, area code 248-234-2371. Our email is contact@hoodresearch.org. Again, CONTACT, that little @ symbol, the A with the circle around it, HOODRESEARCH.org. That's contact@hoodresearch.org. We have a Facebook page, and we want you to follow us on Twitter, now known as X. But,
yes, indeed.
And we will be back here again next Monday, same time, 9 a.m. And for the conference call, contact us for the numbers.
We got 2 minutes. Tim, I'm going to take this call and let them know. Just give your name, caller, and let us know you enjoyed the show. Because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Quickly, give us your name. You're on the air. Theo Broughton, Mark Cummings, feedback. Talk to us real fast. Who are we speaking with? Okay, the caller.
I never want to talk.
Well, I guess the caller done gone on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, caller. I hope you enjoyed the show. Matter of fact, we know you enjoyed the show because it was a good show. All right.
You have some words of wisdom to leave today.
I just want to thank all our guests today, Brother Calvin Bird, and what was that sister name again? I didn't catch it.
Linda.
Sister Linda. And just coming down and showing the love, Brother Hill Harper. Good man, doing great things, and that's what it's about. And I always want to thank R.J. Watkins. This station is wonderful, folks. Being a business person ain't easy. You got to run things. You got to take care of business, and that's the key. Tim, the engineer, is the best in the business. Just want to thank everybody once again. Feedback, we do this every Monday, 9 a.m. to 10:30.
That's right.
We ain't playing.
Do you have the affirmation book?
Yes.
Today's date is?
Today's date, what is today's date? We're going to do this real fast.
The 6th?
What's the date? The 6th? October the 6th? All right. October the 6th, real quickly. And
I think it's November the 6th.
Oh, my Lord. I'm falling behind. November the 6th.
November the 6th.
Real quick, November the 6th. We're going to get one name in.
Yes.
Derek Bell. Harvard's first African-American tenured professor, was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You know Derek Bell, that brother, is about what's going on with economics and the like.
Yeah,
he's a heavy brother. Coleman Young was elected Detroit's first African-American mayor on this day in 1973. Enough said.
Wow.
We love you.
Today, November the 6th, Coleman Young was elected mayor of the city of Detroit.
73, folks.
1973. Wow, that was interesting.
Take us home, Brother Tim.
And tune in again next week. Peace. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.